And I don't want you to be my doctor.
Why?
Because I like you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
No one expected Joe, who had already died, to suddenly show up at night in the home of the woman he once loved.
What are you doing here?
You know each other?
Susan, who didn't know about Joe's death, said she'd actually seen him outside a coffee shop earlier that day. After hearing that, Susan's father got even more anxious. He quickly pulled Joe aside and asked how he knew Susan, but Joe replied,
"That is the fellow she encountered in the coffee shop this morning."
Turns out this Joe wasn't just some regular guy, he was actually Death himself. He came to wait for Susan's father to die and take him away. And as it happened, Joe had died in a car accident earlier that day. So Death took over his body. Wanting to experience life as a human, he made a deal with Susan's father. As long as William agreed to be his guide in the human world, Death would let him live a little longer. William had no other choice, so he said yes. Later on, Joe happened to wander over to the pool. There he ran into Susan again. Even though Death knew nothing about love or human emotions, he still found himself drawn to Susan's beauty.
And I thought you were just a regular Joe.
I am Joe.
Not the one that I met this morning, hitting on me in as nice a way as I've been hit on in a long time. And what happened to that sweet guy from the coffee shop?
Joe didn't give her a straight answer. He just said he wanted to be friends. Even though that's not what Susan was hoping to hear, she still couldn't help but take another look at him.
Good night, Joe.
Good night to you, Susan.
The next morning, Joe went to the hospital where Susan worked.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to see you.
On the way, he came across an old woman who was near death. She instantly recognized Joe as Death himself.
No, Mama.
I'm going to die.
Mama, stop it. It's just a man.
Everything gonna be airy.
She made a request. She wanted him to take her away, so she could finally escape the pain she was in.
Please.
Seeing how much she was suffering, Joe decided to end her pain. He comforted her with a gentle touch, and in that moment her pain vanished. That night at dinner, Joe didn't care at all about Susan's boyfriend and just started chatting with her enthusiastically, which made her boyfriend furious. To be honest, Susan never had real feelings for the guy her father introduced to her anyway, so she finally worked up the courage and broke up with him.
Because I like the way he looks and talks to me.
And Joe just happened to hear it all. Susan didn't hide it from him either.
You have a girlfriend.
No?
The room that night was full of romantic tension.
I love your smell.
And I like the way you smell too.
Susan didn't want to let another coffee shop regret happen again.
May I kiss you?
Why, yes, you can.
And just like that, they fell in love. That's when William unexpectedly walked in on the two of them together. After his daughter left, he yelled at Joe in anger.
I'm her father.
I'm not asking your permission.
You goddamn my son!
Perhaps it's time to remind you, this is not simply a dispute with the putative suitor. This is me.
With nothing else he could do, the father went to his daughter and told her to stay away from Joe.
I love him.
Don't care if you love him.
She was completely lost and confused by her father's disapproval.